instructions on some of these assignments and projects. They are working in Excel, but for some reason, Google Chrome is giving me troubles. Or not Excel, Edge or Internet Explorer, the Microsoft browser. So I don't know if you guys have any way to work on that, but just a heads up, they're causing problems.
I think you could probably also email the teacher because he seems to get back to me really fast every time I ask him questions.
That's true. I'll do that.
That's so weird that you're having that problem.
Is it still happening?
Well, like I said, I got it to work on Edge.
Okay.
Gotcha. This is, I don't know if this is your problem, but when I go to my parents' house in Arizona, they have some kind of internet that anytime I try to log on, I get an error, and I have to log in like 8 or 9 times, and then for some reason the stars align and I get on. But it takes me logging on like 8 or 9 times to finally. When I'm at my house, I have no problem with my internet. So that's what I've come to the conclusion. It's just the internet provider or the security system on the internet. I don't know. But if you're just having that problem just now, then it's probably not your internet.
Yeah. If this hadn't happened like once every semester that I've been taking classes, then I'd be more worried about it.
That's true. Yeah.
I learned the Brightspace website is not the best website.
Yeah, it has some glitches, but it works most of the time, so that's good.
Yeah, it's too bad I don't just get graded on my most of the time best scores, Like, oh, you missed an assignment. Here's a 0. You went from an A to a C-.
Oh, joy.
So did that work for you?
It did. I got it. And that was wonderful.
Easy. And I was working on it forever to try to figure it out. So
and they didn't teach us that one. I don't know how they were thinking we needed to. I'm just trying to think with the formulas they give us what we could have done with that, but I cannot figure it out. But yes.
The thing is, I don't think we could have. I think he expected us to Google it.
To Google it and find something. And then for the column F, did you just use for the more than 10 years, did you just use the if function?
Yeah, I did an if statement, and I did if, and I did that 10.6 years, and then greater than or equal to 10, and then I put in parentheses yes, or in parentheses y, and then for false, I put in parentheses n.
I love if statements.
I know, they make things so easy.
Changed my life in Excel, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to put that in real quick before.
Yeah, all of this stuff has like changed my life.
Now I understand why people are so big into Excel. Like, this can save so much time.
No kidding.
Okay, now my last question. Phone number. I've tried if statements. I think where I'm going wrong, though, because what I've been trying to do. So, Tyler, to just a refresher, the phone number is asking for if it's in Idaho, you have to add a certain area code before the phone number, and if it's Colorado, you have to add a different area code to the beginning of the phone number. So what I was trying to do, and tell me if this is what you did, Madison, and if not. Anyways, I did an if statement, and if I selected the state, if it says ID, to put just, actually, I don't even know what I was trying to do, because I was going to do, if it said that, to put that area code in a column, and then the next column, I was going to try and add the whole phone number together.
Yeah, so that's pretty much exactly what I did too.
Okay, I'm getting hung up though, and I think it's because the state, Idaho, I think has spaces after it, but I can't remember how he told us to get rid of the spaces. Is that true?
Yeah, it did have spaces. I actually ended up using the city, but if you want to use the state, what I did to delete the spaces is you just have to do Control-Shift down, select all of the state,
Uh-huh.
and then remember he told us to do Control-F.
Oh yeah,
You
the find and
select the
replace.
screen.
There it
Yeah.
is.
So you can do replace, and then you can just do a space in the first one and nothing in the second one, and then replace all. And it should
Okay.
replace all of those for you.
That's what it was. You just solved my mystery. Thank you.
Mhm.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, that was awesome. $63 instances. Look at that. Okay, that's gonna save me now. I'll probably be able to figure it out. But then refresh me too. How did you add the phone numbers together? What formula did you use for that?
Okay, so I just did and, because you know how he taught us if you want to put two things together, you just use the and. So I did if, and I did the city, and I put as it would equal Rexburg. So what you're gonna do is the state, which would probably be easier because you don't have to type out the entire city. And then I did.
I look for the shortest thing.
Yeah, yeah, that was smart. So I did comma, and then I put the zip code. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So I put the zip code, and then I put that. So that in parentheses, so that it just has it as like a word. And then I put and I referenced the phone number.
Okay.
And then for false, I started another if statement for if it was Colorado Springs, and I did the same thing.
That is awesome.
So I don't know if we've learned this yet because I just got assignment 17 started.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also use an if-s statement or a formula.
What's that?
It's an if statement, but with a series. So you can do pretty much exactly what you did, Madison, but it's just a cleaner formula without having to cram another if statement inside your if statement.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What is an if?
I want to try it.
Yeah, I'll watch you try it.
Is it like if dot s or if s?
If s. You'll see it at the bottom there. Oh, there it is.
So logical test. If that equals, why the hell? Oops. What is that? Then I want it to be. Oh, cool. Then it does a second logic test.
Yep.
But then you can't put in a false. So it's just.
Right. It'll just be
false. It'll be an error.
Yeah, so you could do an if error in front of it.
Okay. That's true. There shouldn't ever be an error though, so
Right.
that would be fine in this case. 7. No. Yeah, 719.
And then you just, yep.
Oh, I forgot my ands.
But you get the idea. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll learn about those later on.
Wonderful.
Yeah, did you just take that and then you just pull it tight and then fix that
There it is. Yay.
Um,
I'm gonna bring that over. That is more clean.
You can clip that one if you want. With that one, yeah, I would clip that.
Well, you had a different phone number there for some reason.
Did I?
oh, did
Yeah.
you alphabetize it already?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No, it was the same. Why was it the same? I did alphabetize it already. Oh, it was different. Okay, I'm not going to do that, but that's good for future reference.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tyler.
No problem. Yeah, I started, now that I'm learning all this stuff, I'm like, oh, I know some stuff I could do in Excel that would make life so much easier. And then I get started, I'm like, oh, what if I had this? What if I learn how to do this and do this?
I think Excel is very underused in the real world.
I know, and it's sad. All of my life, I could have used this so
Seriously.
much.
Cool. Well, thanks, you guys. You guys just answered all my questions.
You got all the highlighting, right?
Yeah, I remember how to do that from, because we just learned how to do that in our first, that was this assignment
That
this
was this
beginning of the week.
Mhm.
Refresh for me, what was it? It's,
So you just have to go to,
did,
was it home? Oh, now I forget
was it
again.
data?
Oh, it was data.
Right? No?
Was it? Oh my goodness.
It's not. Data validation was something else, right?
No, that was something different. Let me see.
Conditional
I was doing
formatting,
this one.
right? Conditional
Oh
formatting?
yeah, conditional formatting. So it's under home.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think we're
Good
good.
job, guys.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, guys.
Okay, good luck. Hey, do you guys know, do you think that there should be a space in between the zip code and the phone number? Not zip code, area code.
Yeah, you probably could do that just in your.
Do you think it would be
Space after-
better, or do you think it's better without one?
I would prefer a space, but that's just.
Okay, that's easy to add a space. I just wasn't sure if I should or not. Yeah, I think that looks better.
Looks better. It's a little cleaner,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, this is just a side question. When I tried to do the first name and the last name, I kept getting an error when I would relate it back to the sheet one, so I had to organize them in the first sheet and then copy and paste them into my second sheet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I didn't get an error.
It wouldn't
When
let
I
me
did
do,
it.
what is it called, the text to columns. It wouldn't let me connect it from the first page. I don't know what's wrong, but
Did you use comma?
yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Let me see. Let me try to do it again and see if I get an error. Was it because, oh, it was because it was from the first page to the second page that you got
Yeah,
the error?
can you not do that?
I think I might have done the same thing. I had to copy it over to
Okay.
the next page.
I had to like do it at the end of my first page and then copy and paste
Yeah.
that information. So it's not connected, but
Yeah, I think
I
you
don't know
can
why
only
it won't let
on
you do
the
that.
same sheet.
Okay. I'm glad
I don't know why.
I just want to be able to see that I used that and not just like typed in all the information. But I guess if,
I don't think you can see that you used it anyway.
oh, really?
Yeah, because let me see. What is that in? It's in data.
Data.
Yeah, data, text.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't even come up. You're right. So it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that helped anyway because when I brought it over, I wanted to clean it up anyway because there were like extra spaces, I think. weren't there?
I didn't get any extra spaces on mine. That's weird.
Oh, did I not? Maybe I'm thinking about the other one still. The cities.
Yeah, I didn't get any, but that's weird.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I got extra spaces.
Hmm.
Did you do comma and space?
I might have.
Or did you just do comma? Because I'm wondering if that would help delete the spaces.
When I copied them over, though, they didn't have.
Mine all have a space in front. Like
Oh, wait,
Brett,
mine do too. I just didn't even
Brett
notice
even had
it.
2 spaces in front. But then I just went through and I did the, at least I think I did it. Maybe I didn't. Was that a sheep?
Oh, no. Just my husband. He's talking
With the
to my son.
baby?
Yeah, with the baby.
That's cute.
Nah, he just makes sounds like that for fun.
That's how he talks to me. Just kidding.
Oh, I didn't delete the spaces. I thought I did. I'm glad I said something because now I can actually go through and delete the spaces. All right, now my spaces are gone.
There we go.
Yeah, so I think you just have to do it on the same sheet and then copy it over.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, did you guys want to talk about the exam?
Are we
Just
allowed
to-
to?
Yeah, because it's over.
Oh, okay.
We're allowed to talk about it.
I can't remember what it was. I erased it from my brain.
Yeah.
I'll have to open it up to see. Sorry, I'm showing you guys your own faces.
Oh, I'm not even on the screen. I can't even tell.
Okay. Exam 2. Okay, so one thing that I always have a problem with is that I don't know, my computer is different than other computers. It like has an extra big screen. So I can always see everything on mine, but I don't know how much other computers can see, so I don't know if I'm going to be marked down for professionalism.
Oh, that's what he meant by Well, I'm gonna be knocked down for that.
So
I had
I don't
just all those graphs on the like I had all the historical data for each company on its own page, and I had the graph with that data.
this graph.
Oh.
No, well, like each company's specific graph was on its own page.
Oh, well, I think you probably could have done that.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit open to interpretation. How
I
you're
sure hope
gonna
so.
have different summary pages. But I emailed him while I was taking the test because I was confused about what page to put what on. And he said that I could just make multiple summary pages.
Okay.
And so I
Yeah,
did.
because
Go ahead.
I put like all my worded questions on its own page, but I like how you did it with the information.
Yeah, so I did my summary data on this page, and then I thought it looked really cluttered with all of my rankings. Drop-down menu to talk about each one of the ratings. I don't know if he's going to mark me down for that. I felt like it made it more professional looking.
Yeah,
Does
that's
that
pretty
make
nice
sense
looking.
now?
I struggled on the combined graph. I put all the information together and it told me I couldn't put more than 250 data points on it.
Did you do days or weeks?
I did weeks, but I did everything. And I kept getting an error. It said no more than 250. So then I went and I just used the averages, which wasn't really what he wanted, but it would not let me do I don't know. Or is there a way to highlight all your 7 graphs and collaborate them? I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, but.
I don't know why you would have gotten that error.
It was so weird.
Did you put all of your data into, my data sheet is like crazy for this thing.
Yeah, that's how mine was too.
But did you separate all of your data into like a chart like this?
Yeah, I had all my data in different tabs. I organized my data by tabs, but.
Because that's how I made that chart in the end, was I separated all of the adjusted closed and I put them in a separate chart. And then I used that chart to make my graph.
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I did.
if I would have put it all together, because I just like highlighted and then hit control whatever and highlight it on the different tab and hit control. Maybe that was my problem because I was grabbing from different tabs instead of all the same one.
Yeah, that probably would have made it hard for Excel to understand what you were doing.
Probably.
And then I had to make a separate chart for closed for the other calculation. Yeah, so it was hard.
It
I
was.
was thoroughly confused.
So yeah, like my summary sheet, I put all the information, or as best as I could, up here and just froze the panels and then put all the extra stuff down here. So that would have been
that's smart.
what you see there.
That was way cool.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
The dashboard, I wasn't sure if they wanted a graph or not, and that was super tricky.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do that. I wanted to do that, but I didn't know how.
I had to Google it and look through like all these forums. I'm like, I've only got 15 minutes left. Come on. So I don't even know if it's actually correct or not.
Well, it looks right.
Looks really good, yeah.
But then for the each company's graph, I put it on a tab for each of them.
Yeah, I had that in the beginning and it got so confusing. It was just so much that I was like, I have to condense this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. It didn't really ever specify anyways.
Okay, something that I just noticed, it wasn't like this before. This is showing numbers instead of dates. It's like showing the general form. I hope I didn't submit it like that because it wasn't like that before.
I had that problem too, where as I was formatting, like halfway through when I was formatting, half the numbers became half the dates became just numbers and the other half became like not even the right kind of date format.
Yeah, how do you fix that?
Well, for me, it was happening on each of my charts or my data sheets. So it was when I first copied all the data from Yahoo Finance. It had a weird formatting. When I took that formatting away, it just became the general numbers. And so I had to go through and manually adjust everything back to
You
short
manually
dates.
did it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If I can find where if it was in a chart, then I would just be able to change it up here from general to date. But since it's in my graphs, I don't know how to change it.
Maybe in your axis options under the format tab. So if you click on one of your graphs,
That's what I was trying to do, format and then text options, and I don't see anything. That.
click specifically on the dates.
I am.
Oh, wow. Yours, for some reason, mine highlights the entire graph area rather than just the dates. And that gives me the axis options over here. You should see the 3 bars. So maybe in the center of the graph.
I click here.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Man, that's gonna drive me crazy.
I've noticed my Excel sheets will sometimes do weird things when I save them and close out of them too.
Yeah. I'm hoping I didn't submit it like that. I'm hoping it was just now when I opened it up. It's having that issue because I didn't notice it before.
Yeah, I think that's what it would have been. Just, it probably had all the dates when you saved and submitted,
Oh,
and then
that what
now
you're
that
talking
you're reopening. Yeah, that's it.
about? Number? Oh, look. 8. Yeah, I fixed it.
Awesome.
Now I have to do that to all of them. I wonder if I could just do that F4 thing. No. I can't.
All right, well, I've got to get going.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thanks.
See you
guys
next week.
Bye.
Bye.